The complicated friendship of SpongeBob and Patrick, Bikini Bottom's ultimate duo. They've been best friends forever, always up for wild adventures, endless laughs, and getting into all kinds of trouble. But here's the thing, their friendship isn't as perfect as it looks. Sure, they care about each other, but there have been plenty of times when Patrick has been a bad friend to SpongeBob, and even moments when SpongeBob hasn't been the greatest either. So, what's the real deal with these two? Is their friendship as strong as it seems, or is there a more complicated side to it? Let's break it down. Part 1. The strong bond between SpongeBob and Patrick. At its core, SpongeBob and Patrick's friendship is built on their shared love for fun, silliness, and pure, childlike joy. Unlike Squidward, who sees them as annoying, because they find happiness in the simplest things, like jellyfishing, blowing bubbles, or just laughing for no reason. This bond really shines in episodes where they support each other through tough times.
Patrick, you're back!
Patrick, you're back!
Take the secret box, for example. Patrick teases SpongeBob by refusing to show him what's inside his box, but in the end, their friendship stays strong. Patrick still values SpongeBob enough to keep their bond intact, even if he likes messing with him. Then there's Big Pink Loser, where Patrick, feeling like a failure compared to SpongeBob, starts copying his every move. Despite the frustration, SpongeBob encourages Patrick and helps him find his own identity, showing he's a genuinely supportive friend. Do you think you are a supportive friend too? Then hit that subscribe button. Another great example is new student Starfish, where Patrick joins SpongeBob's boating school.
This is gonna be great!
Even though Patrick's actions cause SpongeBob to fail his test, SpongeBob forgives him, proving their friendship is more important than any setback. These moments highlight the loyalty and deep connection they share, which is why their friendship has lasted so long. But here's the catch. While SpongeBob is often the supportive one, Patrick doesn't always return the favor, and that's where things get messy. Remember this for later. Part 2. Patrick's questionable behavior as a friend. As lovable as Patrick is, he can be selfish, inconsiderate, and sometimes just plain mean to SpongeBob. While some of his actions come from ignorance rather than hate, they still make you question how good of a friend he really is. One of the best examples is Dumped, where Gary starts showing more affection toward Patrick. Instead of helping SpongeBob and Gary work things out, Patrick rubs it in SpongeBob's face, making him feel like he's lost his pet. He even taunts SpongeBob while taking care of Gary, knowing how much it hurts him.
But I do know Gary knows who he wants to go with. Now I suggest you put him down and let him choose.
No, don't do it, Gary! No, Gary!
Well.
This episode shows Patrick's lack of empathy. He enjoys winning, even at SpongeBob's expense. Then there's The Card, where SpongeBob buys a rare Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy trading card, and Patrick destroys it without a second thought. Even after SpongeBob explains how valuable it is, Patrick keeps damaging it, completely oblivious to how much it means to SpongeBob. While Patrick doesn't mean to be cruel, his lack of awareness makes him a frustrating friend. And let's not forget, Yours, Mine, and Mine, where Patrick convinces SpongeBob to buy a toy with his own money, only to take it for himself. When SpongeBob tries to play with it, Patrick selfishly refuses, claiming it's theirs, but never letting SpongeBob use it. This episode highlights Patrick's possessiveness and lack of consideration, showing a side of him that isn't so lovable. Moments like these make you wonder, does Patrick actually value SpongeBob as a friend? Or does he just enjoy having someone to entertain him and clean up his messes? Part 3. SpongeBob's flaws in the friendship. While Patrick is often the one causing problems, SpongeBob isn't completely innocent either. In some episodes, he can be inconsiderate, obsessive, or overly controlling. A perfect example is Patrick Smart Pants, where Patrick becomes a genius after SpongeBob putting his head on his body again. Instead of being happy for Patrick, SpongeBob becomes desperate to bring back the old dumb Patrick, even though the smarter version seems happier. SpongeBob selfishly forces Patrick to return to his old self, prioritizing his own comfort over Patrick's growth.
Patrick! Say something, Patrick!
I SpongeBob!
Patrick, you're back!
Patrick?
Another example is Rule of Dumb, where Patrick is mistaken for royalty and lets the power go to his head. While Patrick is definitely in the wrong for becoming a tyrant, SpongeBob doesn't handle it well either. Instead of addressing Patrick's behavior, SpongeBob enables it until things spiral out of control. This shows that SpongeBob, despite being the good friend, isn't always great at handling tough situations. Then there's Rockabye Bivalve, where SpongeBob and Patrick adopt a baby clam. SpongeBob ends up doing all the work while Patrick lazes around, leading to SpongeBob exploding in frustration.
Patrick Star, we need to talk.
Just one more minute. I
Don't
gotta...
1 more minute me, Mr. Man.
Hey, I'm missing the coconut.
You haven't been helping at all with Junior. We made a commitment and you're not doing your share. You never do anything.
I changed his diaper.
Yeah, once.
His own...
While Patrick was clearly in the wrong, SpongeBob never communicates his feelings until it's too late. Instead of setting boundaries, he bottles everything up until it becomes a problem. These moments show that while SpongeBob is usually the better friend, he has his flaws too. Remember when I said we would need it for later? He can be overly attached, passive-aggressive, and sometimes too forgiving, letting Patrick take advantage of him. Their friendship, while strong, isn't always balanced. Final thoughts. A friendship built on imperfection. At the end of the day, SpongeBob and Patrick's friendship isn't perfect, but maybe that's what makes it feel real.
Ow! He bit me!
Patrick, meet me in the kitchen.
Oh, I guess the dummy wants to have a private conversation. A dumb one! So...
They have their ups and downs, moments of loyalty and moments of betrayal, but they always find a way back to each other. Their friendship isn't about being flawless, it's about accepting each other, flaws and all. Patrick may not always be the best friend, and SpongeBob may not always handle things the right way, but their bond is undeniable. They might fight, annoy each other, or even hurt each other at times, but they never truly give up on their friendship. And maybe that's the real message. Friendships aren't perfect, but as long as both sides are willing to make it work, they can withstand almost anything.
Get the chum bucket. This is personal. Let's go home.
What do you think? Is SpongeBob and Patrick's friendship stronger than it seems, or do they have more issues than we realize? Let me know your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you never miss a video. Thank you everyone for watching, and thank you for the crazy amount of feedback and support you guys have been giving me. I read every comment you comment, and I am very thankful.